guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Sakajin Cosplay, and today we are back at guys with Jujutsu Kaisen, episode 19. Curses are there, guys.
Yeah, and unfortunately they found a way to keep Gojo out of that little area they secluded, so he's not going to be around to help. Fortunately though, the others can get in, so we've got the teacher, one of the teachers from the Kyoto school who's in there, and she's gonna try to help students. And we've got the principal
who is rocking.
He's rocking it. Like, he's got a guitar and everything, so we're gonna see him kick some ass. I'm fine with this. Meanwhile, we've got Toge, Kamo, and Megumi facing the curse, who's, you know, he's got an arm under a veil or something, like a shawl. I don't know. That curse is an environmentalist. Eugh, I'm French, sorry. He's all about the environment. He believes that the planet is dying because of humans, which technically is true. And but his solution is to eradicate all humans to allow the planet to heal.
Like, it knows that some of the humans are trying to do good, but it's not enough.
Yeah, so let's kill them. Yeah. So I mean, the curse is strong. We cannot even pierce its skin. But we've got 3 strong students together, fighting together, so hopefully they can survive till someone gets there.
For a few more minutes at least.
Yeah, and we still don't know if the others are in the area or if they're outside and are gonna focus on Gojo. So, yeah, it's bad, but it's exciting. So let's jump in this episode and see what they have in store for us. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
Alright, let's do this.
Ah, shit. See, I talked about consequences! It's bad!
We need help! Students?
You still alive? Megumi's gonna be the only one left! Shit!
Oh,
again, he gets stuck!
Buddy, you're...
No, he wants to protect his,
Your highest one as a ghost!
He's the oldest, you know, he needs to take care of his,
He's a senpai.
Yeah. Don't die doing this!
Oh.
Oh! Oh, shit! I think he's the only one left. Oh! Oh! Oh, shit. Shit. Everyone is gonna team up. Okay, okay. Ah, shit.
How many weapons did you got?
Well, that's the thing he practiced, so that's cool. So that one is badass? Nice. You considered it. Okay,
whoa.
Okay.
Thank you, Maki-senpai.
Fuck yeah. It's true, we never saw that wolf again, so... Oh! Oh, that's cool! Oh, that's cool! Nice. At least we managed to pierce the skin. Teamwork, guys, this is cool. This is really cool. Nice. They are good in it, you know, together.
コンなんて使わせないでください。扱いづらい。慣れるとべ。
Oh, oh.
Ugh. Oh.
マサム。くそ。俺がしくったせいだ。素晴らしい反応です。
She has to.
Yeah. What does it do though?
情に熱いのですね。仲間が傷つくたび隙が生じる。
That's called being human.
破壊された。もう呪術は使わない方がいい。あなたに打ち込んだ目は呪力が大
Oh shit.
術を使う。
No.
体の奥深くへ根
Yeah,
を
you guessed that quite easily, actually.
親切にどうせ殺すつもりだろう。よく動けますね。
The tides just turned really fast.
だが先ほどのキレはない。
Yeah, because she's scared for him now.
She can't see him right now, right? No?
And she can't see shit right now.
俺はみんなとは違う。守る人間を選べ。俺が一番背負っていない。だから俺が先に倒れるなんてことは許されねえんだよ。
Use that as motivation, just don't die.
私らの仕事は終わった。選手交代だ。
Oh, Itadori and Todo.
Yep.
I told you they fought him in the opening. And now Itadori has learned.
いけるか、マイフレンド。
They mostly fight with their fists too.
It's already
so-
done!
No, it's the opening.
Okay. Sorry.
And they mostly use their fists too, so I'm wondering if that's gonna give them an advantage when it comes to that thing that Megumi has right now. But then their thing is that they're really fast and really strong, which is the thing that these two well, Maki has it, but Fushiguro is lacking there, so. Although once again, they stopped him right before he kicked ass!
Well, I'm glad because he would have maybe
Yes,
been
he
killed.
would probably have been killed.
And excuse me, but he doesn't have a curse inside him to bring him back to life.
Yes, it's true. But that's like 2 or 3 times now that he was about to do something freaking out.
stopped.
Yeah.
やめろ、イタドリ。そいつは俺たちでどう
You never say to a main character that he can't handle it.
二人を連れて帳を出ろ。待て、いくらあんたでも。シグロ、大丈夫。頼む。
Oh, last time that happened, he died.
Don't say it like that.
次死んだら殺す。
I'll kill you if you die.
ですよ。ボンボーン。そんじゃ死ぬわけにはいかねえな。俺は手を出さんぞ。
Todo.
I am evaluating you today.
国戦を決めるまでな。
Oh.
国戦を決められず、お前がどんな目に遭おうと。
So that's what he calls training.
Challenge
I'll send you
accepted.
against the first grade. Or a special grade.
一つ聞きたいことがある。お前の仲間に杉脇面の人方呪霊はいるか。
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Daddy,
yeah.
don't lose control, please.
Oh, you're gonna piss him off. We need that anger.
そこは評価します。
Oh!
胴体から開き、今なら決まる。
For your friends, man. Come on. For your friends!
マイフレンド。怒りは術師にとって重要なトリガーだ。逆もまたしかり。怒りで呪力を乱し、実力を発揮できず負ける
Thank
こ
you,
とも。
Todo.
Yeah. That's why we keep saying don't let your emotions take over.
Control it.
今は収めろ。
Are they fighting
They're
each other?
bonding.
消えたか、雑念は。
He's so good.
ああ、雲一つね。サンキューソーマッチ。ベストフレンド。
Yes!
国戦
Bromance.
打撃ともこさ。 0.00001秒以内に重力が衝突した際に生じる空間の歪み。
Alright.
威力は平均で通常の 2.5 乗。黒線を経験したものとそうでないものとでは重力の革新との距離に天と地ほどの差がある。
He's just keeping all distractions away, not even focusing on.
打撃との誤差 0.00001 秒以内に重力が衝
The
突した
timing must be perfect.
空間は歪み重力は黒く光る。
Woo! Dude, that looks cool. He's grown really fast, and it hasn't even been a day.
Few hours at least. Medium
Yeah.
maximum.
I mean, he was fighting. Like, I think the best way to learn sometimes it's through experience, and he was literally fighting Todo.
お前は今まで口に入れたことのない食材をなんとなく鍋に入れて煮込んでいる
But
よう
now
な
you
状
can
態
make
だった。
a recipe.
When does this turn into Food Wars?
重力という食材の味を理解した今シェフとして3秒前の自分とは別次元に立っている。
He's gonna orgasm the curse to death.
さお前は強くなれる。
Yeah, he's learning really fast. When teaming up with the best of the best, you become stronger.
さあ準備を始めようか。
Perfect.
どうや
Oh
ら
no.
あなたたち
Good going all out.
多少本気を出した方が良さそうだ。
We wouldn't want it any other way. It wouldn't feel like a true victory otherwise. Let's go, you guys. They are fabulous. It's like they fought together, like they've been fighting together forever.
This is the true power of brotherhood, like bromance, guys.
Let's go. No! Whoa. Use the other to propel yourself.
落下中に攻撃えぐいな。だがブラザ
I love this so much.
ーなんだこの気持ちは。
Bromance.
アナミはさ、もっと正直になりなよ。君の戦う目的は知ってる。でもその過程、戦いという今現在をもっと楽しんだ方がいいと思うよ。人間が食って寝て犯すように、これが呪いの本能なんだろう。俺たちは理性を獲得したかもしれない。でもそれは本能に逆らう理由にはならないよ。アナミってさ、本当はもっと強いんじゃない？
I don't want to see death strength though. Keep it for yourself.
No, we're gonna see it. So does that mean that the curse is trying to feel that instinct that they were talking about? Maybe.
叩くな
Don't underestimate him.
化け物め。
Dangerous, careful.
マヒト、私は今戦いを
Yeah, that's
楽
dangerous.
しんでいます。大丈夫かブラザー。もう待って少女では俺の術式を禁する。
I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. When we met Todo, I never thought I would like the
He
character.
was a little bit extra as a character. Like,
was
his personality
too-
was really out there with his question about what's your favorite type of
And
woman.
like, no, but also the reason, you know, for him showing up. You know, they were about to fight. They were about to go to a tournament and stuff, and he's just like taking that opportunity to attack the first years before the event. Like, I know it was to test their strengths, and now that we know him a little more, it makes sense. But when we first met him, his whole thing that he had going made him look like a bully. You know?
A bit.
A little bit. Now that we know why he was doing this, what he was looking for, and what happens when he finds it, it's completely different. He connected with Itadori. That makes for an amazing bromance. Moments like this where they can just kick off each other by brother. Oh, that was beautiful. And it's great because they are very similar when it comes to their personalities, their fighting style, and Itadori has that quality that makes him really, easy to be friends with. And Todo has that thing where it's like he wants to share with someone his experiences. Kind of like he's always been above the others, so he could not quite, he wasn't understood by the others, so he's always been alone in his group.
Yeah.
And now that he's found a similar spirit to share with, he's got that big brother vibe of, I want to teach you what I know. I want to share even more with you. And then they do this.
He is technically an upperclassman from another school.
Yeah, yes, he does have that senpai thing going on, but it's more than that with Todo, though. Like, I get it, like, Toge got that senpai vibe as well when he pushed Megumi to the side and he was like, let me take care of things. Like, that's the senpai attitude of, I'm older than you, I have more experience, let me kick ass.
Yeah.
And you got also Maki who showed up to save him as well. That's the senpai attitude. Todo is teaching Itadori, calling him brother. And he's turning this into a learning experience as well. That's more than just senpai, or it's the ultimate senpai.
I really love the fact that he took the time to just slap some sense into him, like,
well, sometimes
dude,
you need a good slapping.
calm down. But we say it so many times that, yes, emotions can help you become stronger, but if you let those emotions control you, it's just gonna
you make mistakes.
do the reverse, yeah.
Yeah, you start making mistakes, and that's when sometimes your techniques are gonna go. Yes, it's true. You get the most raw power when you let, Itadori especially, when he lost Junpei, raw power was through the roof, but don't ask him to make difficult techniques or think about a strategy when he's angry.
You're not as focused as you should be.
Exactly. And in this case, for the Black Flash, he truly needed to be focused, because we're talking about
Truly need to be focused.
forgetting everything else, in order to focus on that, because his timing had to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
We're talking about, getting your energy at the right moment in the right spot at the exact, nanosecond that you hit your opponent. And it's not the same as, focusing your energy in your fist, which is what he kind of did before. Like, he hit, but the time it takes, like, the fights are happening so fast, he would basically focus on his fist, but by the time the energy would get there, he would hit, and then the energy would hit second. So then we kind of corrected that by having him focus on his entire body at the same time. But the timing still has to be there. I don't think you can do like Midoriya and constantly have your energy.
A full calling them.
Yeah. So, and we saw Gojo and the teacher, I think, having, be the examples of people who have seen the Black Flash or experienced it, and the way they understand it is different. I don't know if they were meant to be the examples that have seen this.
That can do it.
And the ones under the ones that haven't done it yet, or if they also did it. But for sure, if Gojo is in that other category of people who have experienced it, and they understand cursed energy differently because of that, it's gotta be a badass thing then.
Well, like Todo said, when you use curse energy, you're just using different ingredients and you put them in a... C'est quoi chaudron en anglais? In Yeah, you're just putting everything inside and you're trying to make something, but it might be good, but it might be bad.
It's like you don't get to taste it.
Yeah. But when you understand what curse energy is and what is this Black Flash thing, you're basically just following the recipe and you're creating some amazing meal.
And it's not just, you get to taste it, actually. So you understand what you're putting in it, what it's doing to your technique and how you're using it. I mean, his way of explaining it was weird, but so then our discussion about it is weird.
I kind of understand what he's saying though, because any chef will tell you that you need to taste your food while you're cooking if you want to improve it and make it better.
Yeah, and I mean the surge of power is so big when it happens like this. That's why, you know, you get to experience it in a completely different way. It's raw power all at the same time, you know, it's kind of engulfing you and you feel it. So then after that, yeah, you can maybe understand it better. And it's amazing that he managed to do it.
You know what? Since you understand it better, you can use it differently too.
After, yeah. But that's why I'm happy. Like, sorry.
You're okay.
I thought at first that, and it's the fact that I thought at first that maybe, sorry. I thought Itadori had managed to do it against Todo before, which is why he was like, oh, try to do it again, and you couldn't do it again. So he's like, if you do it against the curse, I'm going to help you. But no, it was actually his first time he did it. And he did it so fast. One attempt.
He's a quick learner.
But then it's like, Todo's been there, you know? I don't know if the scar and stuff, like, he shares a scar with his professor. I don't know if that's, you know, linked to that, but he's been there, like he's experienced it before, and he understands how to use cursed energy differently from the others. So the fact that he gets to be the one to teach Itadori makes it different for Itadori. And the fact that they connect like this makes his explanations, which are a bit weird, stick. Like, Itadori understands them.
I did say when I first started teaching Itadori that compared to Gojo Sensei, like Gojo Sensei is a good teacher, but more like Kakashi Sensei teacher. Like, he's teaching, but not really teaching.
No, he's good at teaching, but he's got bad...
He's not good at explaining how to do it.
Well, I think it depends on the student. Like, Kakashi in Naruto is not a good teacher, but it depends on who he's teaching. When he was teaching Sasuke, he was fine.
Yeah, he was fine. But... Itadori is not thinking the same way as Gojo or Megumi are thinking. Or
well,
even Nobara is
it's not necessarily true. Itadori fits with Gojo perfectly.
Well, when you ask him to watch movie and not move, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, but they have a similar type of personality, but it's true that I feel like his connection with Todo is even bigger, which is surprising because usually that bromance usually happens between, you know, teammates from the same team. So I would not have expected, for example, Megumi to be like Todo when it comes to being friends with Itadori. But a bond like this happening so fast, it's pretty rare and usually doesn't, you know, it doesn't lead to that synchronization, you know, as fast as this, especially if it's not a main character. But I'm happy it happened because now we get to have this. And they are kicking ass, and they're going to need it because that curse is starting to feel the thrill of his instincts, telling him, you know, you're a curse and you should enjoy the fight.
I was really surprised and amazed how fast Todo and Itadori were able to synchronize their attacks.
Yeah.
Because like you said, usually when teammates, typically with anybody, when you're...
It takes time.
It takes time to forge a bond and just be able to think alike at the same time and move at the same time.
But that's what I said, like, that it happened because they are so similar.
Yeah.
More than Itadori is with Gojo. And they share, like, a similar personality. They understand each other's calls and stuff. But with Todo, it's like, not only do they share a similar personality, they have the same taste in women, which is what created the bond.
They have kind of the same soul, right?
Sort of. Yeah. But, like, that same taste in woman... which is a funny thing, but it's the thing that made them so similar. And now Itadori has accepted the bond, so it's even better.
Yeah.
And like I said, they're gonna need this, and it's a good thing that they're the ones fighting because, that curse was not fighting at 100%. But it's starting to feel the thrill, so yeah.
I'm starting to get scared, guys.
And once again, we couldn't see Megumi kick ass.
I'm kind of glad with that rosebud in his stomach.
I know, it wasn't the time, but... He's my favorite character. So every time he's like getting ready to do something cool and someone interrupts him, I'm like, fuck.
Season 2.
No. I'm like, can you stop stealing his sunshine? I'm not saying he's the best or the strongest or anything, but
he's interesting.
It's just frustrating because he's not allowed to show anything so far. The anticipation is there.
True.
But yeah, in this case, I'm happy that Todo and Itadori showed up right on time. And I'm excited for the rest of the fight.
I'd like to talk a little bit more about Toge-senpai. About his techniques and the fact that...
well, we knew it was going to take a toll on him. It's literally, like, I was wondering what the consequence was going to be. It's literally, he's destroying, for this at least, destroying his throat. So what if he tells someone to go kill themselves? Like, is this body just going to burst?
Maybe
it's a physical toll.
Yeah. And I mean, Megumi just said that the order wasn't really that complicated or strong.
Yeah, but it's probably taking a lot out of it.
The energy put into that order is so enormous.
Yeah, because we're fighting a special grade curse, or I think he's special grade.
Special grade.
So, like, of course, he's gonna have to, no matter what he's telling it to do, it's gonna take energy to have it work on him. So, yeah, just that was destroying his throat, so he couldn't do more, unfortunately. So it's a strong technique, but it comes at a terrible cost. It kind of, I was thinking when we saw the fight against Kamo last episode, when, his technique depends on his blood, it gets dangerous because at one point, if you don't have reserves or anything, it depends on how far are you willing to go to win this. Like, for Toge, it's how much are you willing to destroy your body to get your orders to land and do some damage. And with Kamo, it's like, if you don't have reserves anymore, but you're still in a situation that, you have to fight, otherwise you're gonna die. You're gonna start, like, using your blood. Eventually, you're gonna fall, man. This is the type of technique that, unfortunately, could lead to death really quickly. Especially if they're fighting someone stronger and they don't have a choice. So it's dangerous. It's cool. But, yeah, in this show, sometimes, the stronger the technique, the bigger the consequences. Like, for example, Mekamaru can kick ass. Like, he's got a crazy-ass technique, but then the consequences for that is he's stuck in his bathtub, with no body and no way to live a normal life. Like, the balance between what you have to pay for the technique that you're using is pretty solid.
Well, technically, in his case, he was born like this.
But his condition is what allowed him to have such a strong technique.
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking about techniques, Megumi, it's interesting to see that even though that he's losing some of his shinigamis when they're dying against curses.
He's not losing them.
Though their techniques and their strength are combined to those that are left.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
then
really nice.
So that means that he's got 10, right?
Yep.
So but then if he loses 9 of them, the last one is gonna be fucking strong. But then if he loses that one, it's over.
It's over.
So he's got to be intelligent about this. He can't just. I think that's why he was quick to get rid of his wolf, because at first I was like, maybe he understood that if he used a curse technique and stuff, that was gonna get bigger. But it's also the understanding that if he loses one of his I'll call it a summon, but Shinigami.
Shinigami.
Yeah, one of his Shinigamis. And he doesn't use them, intelligently. He's just gonna waste them.
Yeah. So
he's got to be careful about that. But I think that's also why it was important for him to train in the other fields, hand-to-hand combat and stuff, and weapons training. And he's the one that managed like that, to open that portal where he gets to access
that vault is worth 5 billion.
I know, with weapons that are worth a lot. Yeah, he considered it. He considered it. But I love to see him fight, with Maki, like they're cousins, right? So
technically, yeah,
he looks up to her, and they've trained together, and you just saw, like, kind of like with Todo and Itadori, it wasn't as funny, but you saw that they worked really well together, and I love to see that. It's cool. We mix, fighting styles and stuff, and it's actually pretty cool because she's hand to hand, with her weapons. She gets close to the enemy while he attacks from afar. So that works.
That was nice.
Okay, so next episode we get to have an all-out fight. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited about that because everyone freaks out over Todo. So let's see.
What's the big deal about it?
Let's see him back that up. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one will be out on YouTube next week. So see you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys.